That's not really bad. See, this one, I'm like, nah. Like this one, actually, I think I can find some use with that. This one, not really. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Hey, I am back. For now. It's just, I've had to like change up my schedule around a lot. Didn't realize I had the mic on, so I don't think I made too much noise while that songs was going on. But yeah, right now I am back. But like I said, my schedule is changing. Fucking because of all the work I do during the week, I'm doing like on average 50 to 55 hours at work right now, and obviously, another thing I've been doing is I'm back to the gym. So when I get done with work, I go to the gym. You know, I might come home for like a few minutes just to like get change or whatnot. You know, make my shake, etc. And then boom, I'm off to the gym. So I've been doing that for the last week, and I signed up for my local gym for at least the next year. You know, because they're a 24-hour gym. It's one of the UFC style gyms. Um, but because they're open 24 hours, you know, I can go there whenever I want. You know, I mean, uh, other gyms were a little less expensive. I think one was like $30 a month. I think another one was I forget what it was, but it's like it's cost me like $44 a month or something like that to go to this one. You know, once you do all the little expenses and all that, but uh, but it's nice. I mean, nice people. I mean, I go there during like the nighttime when I get off shift because I work from like noon till like roughly between somewhere between 10 and 11 depending on how traffic is. And then time I get to the gym, there's maybe like a dozen people there, you know, because it's nighttime, which is good because then I can go from station to station to station and not really have to wait. Though I didn't go last night, I was just fucking done. I had it. You know, I was like, I crashed like midnight came. I was like, not going to the gym. I feel like I'm about ready to pass out. You know, as I must have slept for like a good 8 9 hours or something like that. So, and we're I'm gonna start here in like a few minutes, but I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna have a little me time, you know, my little soapbox, you know. So, but between that and I've changed my diet, because my boss, because you know, I was like, oh yeah, I'm back to a local gym, blah blah blah, and he asked me, is it the UFC one? I was just like, yeah, because it's 24 hours, so I can go there right after work. He's like, awesome, because I just signed up for that gym too, like a few days before that, because he went on a weight loss journey. He lost like 100 pounds or something like that, you know. So he recommended to me. He's just like, hey, if you're seriously trying to look to lose weight, um, try this diet. Try the liquid diet where you know you make like the smoothies and such. So no solids and all that. You basically, if you do have something like meat or whatnot, you're blending it up just where it can digest and all. But he's like, hey, do like fruit smoothies, vegetable smoothies, shit like that. So um, I did the smoothie shake. Came out really nice. Can really taste the fruit. When I did the vegetable one, I fucked up on that one, so I felt really hungry last night. So I ended up, you know, but it was good to experiment because I was hungry at the end of the night. So yeah, I went and got some like chicken nuggets. It was the only thing because I didn't have nothing really prepared. I should have just ate my yogurt, but I ended up eating chicken nuggets and yogurt, and I was just like, And despite that, I did do what I didn't want to do. My weight was barely affected. You know, because I was consistently like around 193 pounds. Sometimes I might balloon up a little bit if I was not careful. You know, like 196 at one point. I mean, you talking about on the 5'4" frame, not good at all. You know, at times I felt like, you know, I was wider than I was taller. You know, so but now like you know, I am doing like multivitamin pills, and I'm doing like some other, like, to add testosterone and increase my metabolism through certain pills. So I'm really trying to really get down to what's really good. And also, like I said, experimenting with making good smoothie shakes, this where obviously they taste good or within reason, that I'll take the whole thing, but also make sure I get all the vitamins and shit like that. It's just where, and then eventually, my plan is, once, I'm going to do this liquid diet for next 7 to 10 days. But I think what I'm going to end up doing is, like, when I go back to eating solids, is like I'll have like maybe a solid meal or two, like within like the morning to the midday. But then once I get past a certain time, I'm just like, okay, if I'm still kind of feeling it, it's going to be smoothies. Just where all night, you don't have the solid food just linger around, and the body's not really active to kind of like uh, encourage digesting a little bit faster, because now your body kind of gets into that rest period, so the solids are just kind of staying in and lingering, which is good if, like, you don't really have all that much food. You're talking about going back like decades, hundreds, thousands of years, the way how the body is. But now with food so easily at our current time, is so easily attainable. Now it's like, okay, now we got, change eating habits and shit like that. In my opinion, but if the apocalypse comes, which you never know, and food becomes scarcity again, then yeah, our body's going to revert back down to its most basic, like, this is how it was in the beginning. This is the way how the body developed. Because as I say, like, you got certain body there is like one or a couple organs that you have which are not needed anymore, like your appendix. Now it's a useless thing. I don't have my appendix anymore, because it was getting ready to burst, so I had to do surgery to get it out. But they're like, it's just useless now. It's obsolete. It had had a purpose at one point, but that's when food was like scarce, shit like that. So now, but it's all good. Like I said, uh, now I'm consistently like down to 188 pounds. Like, if I do gain a little bit weight, like after I ate like chicken nuggets last night, I ended up having, because that's how fucking hungry I was, because I didn't, because like the vegetable smoothie did not come out. It was kind of clumpy, and I was just like, oh, I was just not feeling it. Even having that. Plus, I ended up having yogurt. It's like yogurt is very flavorful. There's a good amount of sugar in it. I was only up at like 189 pound, 189.2 pounds. So I'm like, yeah, I gained a little bit, but not really a whole lot. So I would be pushing more down towards buck 87 right now. If I didn't do that, maybe I just had the yogurt and that was it, which I should have. I'll regret that. But I felt pretty confident that despite having that, I didn't push up any really hard, because I was like, oh my god, please don't be like over 190, and I wasn't. Okay, so like I'm pretty happy about that. That I could, you know, and there's nothing wrong with maybe like once in a while, and I mean once in a while, maybe like, what, I wanna have just something I know it's not supposed to be healthy, but it's just tasty as fuck. Okay, I love chicken nuggets, and I love uh, flavored yogurt, especially the one, it's a lot of yogurt. It's the strawberry blend. I'm less like those things. I fucking love eating together. Not literally together, but within the same meal. So, anyway, so going back to Final Fantasy 11, I have not played this game all week at all. Um, so if you notice at the bottom right down here, I'm actually playing on my TV at the moment, on my regular TV, because my other screen fucking just crapped out. So I actually have like my 32-inch TV on my desk. It's like in my face a little bit, and so the screen I normally use to play on, it's now become my second screen at the moment because the TV screen is actually taken over. Like it's got main press. I do have actually I did order another screen. It's sitting behind me, and it's literally like just a cheap screen I was just going to use. It's just so I can watch the chat, on Streamlabs, which is through Twitch. So that's the only chat I monitor is on Twitch. So if anybody's ever been trying to like message me and all that, uh, go into Twitch, and that's where I'll be viewing the chat. Though I keep, you know, sometimes I wish I just done it through YouTube, but it is what it is, So, anyways, let's do this right now. They have is the oh my god, I just what we got going? The Sunbreeze Festival's going on, and so this where they actually have a one of they added a new trust NPC, which is Shanto 2, as opposed it's one of the best damage dealers in the Final Fantasy 11 game, among the trusts and such. So I really want to get it. You need like 750 points. I got like two something right now. So, and I got like a long ways to go to get it. Uh, oh shit, I meant to do Atmog too. So I'm like working on that. Like I got like 2 or 3 months to get this. And usually I've been trying to come when there's nobody around. So I don't know. Actually, who's this guy? I don't recognize him. Huh. So I mean, there's other people here, and they're going after like, oh, I have not seen that one. They're going after the big stuff. So I'll let them just fuck around. They can do whatever they want. Because they're all, holy shit. I have no idea what they're doing here. So, anyways, I'm going to go and level up something. Help. At. That's the only problem I have with fucking on this TV is that sometimes see down in here, it'll go down here, but it looks like it adjusted a little bit, which I'm pretty happy about. And I couldn't see the bottom area, so it's all good. I'm happy with it. But yeah, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna go back to leveling up Ranger. And I said, I basically I'm just gonna level up Ranger, but I'm actually just gonna like talk and talk and talk and talk because I have not done that in a while. So I think this would be a good time. So I hopefully everybody's been doing well. I hope you all doing good. And let's see. Oh yeah, we'll go with that. Yeah, we'll put that down. Okay, good. I did keep all my stuff. Because, when I get to this point, I just like, I don't want to be going in and out, in and out. So, let's see. Yeah, we're going to go with that. We're going to go with that. No, we'll just keep it like that. So, in my opinion, bounding boots, probably the best pair of boots up until you hit like level 75-ish. Then you'll find all kinds of other stuff, but one of the best pair of boots. Gives great stats. So, anyways, let's see. What do I got? I got a decent amount of stuff. I do want to throw just some stuff into storage. Yep, I'm full there. Okay, cool. This will do. Yeah, I can't wait. Get to level 75. Ooh, looks so good. I don't know why I have... Don't know why I put that in there, but... I know why I have that in there, just so I can go throw stuff, but I think once I get up to like level 75, I'll just get rid of that. Because then I'll just throw on Ranger and we'll have a good old time. Oh, that's right. Let me, Sorry, stand by. Okay, well, that's getting ready to, It's because even though those will not give me any stats above level 30, but they'll still the headpiece will still give me experience points, and the body will give me crystals. The body does it once a day, once every 24 hours, or no, is it 24? Once every 20 hours, but the headpiece it'll do it once an hour. So it's like, yeah, do it. I just want to throw. Oh, oh, that's right. These only can accept weapons and gear. Nope. Nope. Okay, cool. I can throw this stuff in here real quick. Awesome. Oh, yeah, I can do that. Okay, cool. Alright. I said, don't know how long I'm gonna play for, but seeing how, oh, that's right. I didn't say, so I finally did update my fucking schedule thing so it can reflect what I'm supposed to be doing. I decided that I'm just going to stream on the weekends. It's just for me. Once I get done with work, I go on a workout. I'm tired as hell. I don't want to do anything, And then when I get up in the morning, usually I'm just trying to like get myself ready, trying to do some stretching, some light working out, like just pure calisthenics. Even that's just like I'm just doing like a few sets. It's just more like just get the body going, for the day. So it's like I just don't have time anymore. And I want to get back in shape, just not only for my health, and there's some other reasons I don't know I'm going to go into. Plus, my daughter's again older. They're going to start dating boys here. My eldest is 13, so she's trying to start dating now, but she's still not quite interested. Thank the fucking Lord for that one. But in a couple years, she's going to be dating and bringing boys home and shit like that. And then my youngest, who's going to be turning 8 here this fall, is not that far behind. So it's just like, they bring boys home, and I'm just like, you better be good to my daughters, or I'm gonna fuck you up. And I don't play fair. When it comes to my family, I don't play fair. And between that, unfortunately, me and my wife, we're separated. We're gonna get divorced. Unfortunately, just it's not because we don't love each other and all. It's just between the pandemic, we've been separated for so long. And there's some other personal things which I'm not interested in talking about. But it's just like in the best interest, for our daughters and between us. It's just like, hey, we should just get divorced. Even though I still miss her, I really don't want to do it, but it's just, it is what it is. So like if I'm gonna go back in the dating pool, I want to look decent. I mean, I've been rocking a dad bod, because I've like, there's been no reason why, but now I have a myriad of reasons. So it's just like, it is what it is. So, and it's just this last part is just a thing that just finally it's just like, okay, even though the dating pool fucking sucks right now. Hold on a sec. I have my little smoothie mixture of vegetables and fruit. But anyway, let me, get, have my thought out real quick. So, uh, like I said, the dating pool sucks. It really does. Because it's just like, for me, how do I put this? It's just a lot of people out there. They're just either they're completely dicks, whether you're a guy or a girl, or they're superficial, or it's just like, eh, what's another thing? Or they're flakes or any of this sort of stuff. And it's just like, it's like they put on a show, but then when you get to really know them, it's just like completely two different things. And I was just like, I'm not interested in that, because like, you know, with with my wife, what you saw is what you got. I mean, just absolutely, gorgeous, a sweetheart. I just so many really good things about her. You know, I mean, unfortunately, she's not in the shape today like she was 14 years ago. I mean, 14 years ago, yep, she made Head Start. You know, uh, she was never a skinny chick. But she had a very voluptuous look. She made heads turns. She made my head turn really good. Okay, and I was in really good shape. I just came back from Iraq, so my wife is just like, "Yep, you made my head turn too as well." I was just like, "You're welcome." And hell, even I went through like being catcalled and oh no, sorry, no, Raptor. Oh, you know what? See, I haven't played in such a long, and now I'm trying to remember what codes I need. Uh, oh, ooh, hold on a sec. Add on load gateway. Yep. And it was a load. I think it's minimap. Uh, but I don't see the minimap, which is not the end of the world. Oh, for fuck's sakes! My damn. Hold on a sec. Time out. Sorry about that. I just wanted to unplug my goddamn controller because I just not using the controller right now at the moment, and I just don't want to hear the thing fucking rattle off like a fucking vibrator. It's like ding 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 ding. I'm just like, hey ladies, you be having a really good time right now with this controller, if you know what I mean. Things acting like a fucking vibrator. So, where was it? Oh yeah. So with my wife, the mother of my children, like I said, she was stacked. And don't get me wrong, she still is. She's just unfortunately she's got the mama's bod. And don't get me wrong, I still find her to be extremely sexy, desirable, so on and so forth. But it is what it is. But hey, we'll go this way. You know, but shit happens. I like to try to make things work out, but it's as of right now, it doesn't look like it. But I mean, I guess you never know. So, but like I said, with the dating pool, you know, like I said, I got extremely lucky with you know the mother of my children. You know, because she just wasn't like that. You know, she, you know, I mean, if you were to talk to her now, she's like, you know, when she came to see me, she said, "Oh, I just wanted to have fun and you know have a good weekend. You know, it wasn't supposed to be you know like a relationship." Bullshit. She's just telling herself that to make her, you know, you know, what's the word? Make it seem like she didn't waste her time or anything like that, which is not true. So I wonder, am I still on these? Yeah, about to find out. So, you know, was she looking for like a long term relationship? Which can, you never know. I mean, I've known her for like 10 years before that. You know, so it's not like. Oh, hold on a sec. Let me go into configure. Let me put on some chat filters so I can. I don't feel like listening. All right, there we go. Okay, cool. We're still on that. So, you know, because when you know when she came down after I came back from Iraq, yeah, you know, yeah, it was supposed to be like, hey, we're gonna have fun. We're going to, you know, and we had a lot of fun. Do not get me wrong about that. You know, but you know, I really sincerely like her. You know, so I was like, you know, really happy. You know, let's see. Yeah, we'll do the Manicore. You know, so when we got together, I mean, it was fantastic. I mean, talking about just fantastic. You know, and you know, we you know, we had our funs. We went out on a couple dates. We fucked around a lot. You know, that's how we got our first daughter. You know, had a lot of fun. Really, a lot of great memories. You know, took a lot of pictures, and you can just see from the amount of pictures that we took. You know, she clearly was not down for just fun. You know, I want to see probably where things went. But I mean, she did just get out of a bad relationship. You know, to be very fair, she probably was not looking to go right into another one. But I'm sure she just wanted to see what would happen. You know, and well, she ended up getting pregnant, and then a few months later, I asked her to marry me because I wanted to do right by her. It just it is what it is, and like I said, absolute sweetheart. Probably the one, if not the best women I was ever with. You know, and I'm talking about in a total package. I mean, you could say, well, this other chick was better looking, or this chick was like great in bed. Everybody might have that. Okay, trust me, I know a lot of people who sit there and be like, yeah, the man or the woman I'm with, I love them with all their heart, overall. But then they'll say, well, but then there will be a halt. But with this person though, it's just like the sex was like amazing, or this person's like the prettiest I ever dated, whatever. Okay, but then you have like, but this person overall what is the best, you know. So, oh fuck. Oh, oh man, this is not really good. Give me a sec. I gotta mute for a sec. Okay, so anyway, so and just but I mean, so long story short, so coming down into what how I perceive the dating pool to be right now, is a lot of people like just do not be like. I mean, they talk like a good game, but it's just like it just seems like they're not real. Or you might meet like, or in my case, went around seeing like women out there talking. They're like, well, I want is the how do I put it? They want Fabio. And for fuck's sakes, if anybody does not know who Fabio is, go fucking Google it for crying out loud. Because literally, I said this to a friend, and she had no clue who Fabio is. I'm like, how the fuck do you not know who Fabio is? Granted, she's 33, maybe. You know, Fabio back in the day is like the man that every woman would love to fucking want to like fuck like crazy. Oh, here we go. Sidewinder connected. Sweet. So, because he was like, God, how's, Fabio was like over 6 foot. I mean, I think he might be like 6'2" or something like that. Watch, I'm probably wrong about it, but still, he had the long golden hair, very blonde, broad shoulders. I mean, hunka hunka hunka, type deal. Okay, if you read like romance novels and all that, his image was what a lot of women based on those books. Okay, that's Fabio. You know. So, hold on a sec. Let me. Oh no. Oh. Was it ammo shop? Oh, I don't even remember. Slash. Oh my god, I actually forgot what the hell I use. Oh, well this kind of sucks. Now I gotta remember what the hell what is the damn thing? Well, I'll just fucking keep just knifing the shit out of these guys. So anyway, so Fabio was, like I said, if you read like if you were like, for those who reading romance novels in like the 80s, 90s, maybe early 2000s, it was Fabio. Fabio, trust me. And oh, if anybody's ever seen the butter commercials, it's not butter, it's whatever thing. He was in those. Okay, that was, you know. So have you ever seen those? That you see the guy with the long hair. That was Fabio. Okay, now he's nowhere near his prime anymore. Age has caught up with him, and all that sucks. But it is what it is. Um, Honestly, this is gonna bug the shit out of me because I need to know. Final Fantasy 11. I forgot what the command was to open up the mobile shop. Uh, I could just go to. I'm just trying to see if I can find them real quick. Database command. I know it's in here. Stand by for a second. Trust. Where is the command list? Search command list. Well, there we go. And simply put, no, I just want the fucking. Okay. Trust. Easily purchase items. Okay, ah, I hate when it does this. There we go. Huzzah. But now I just need to do is the ad shop ammo. Huzzah. I'm gonna go with gold arrows. Yeah. I mean the damage is fucking great. Yeah, I'll probably end up doing that. Okay, now that that's fucking settled. See, this is what happens when I don't play for a while. I fucking forget everything. So, anyways, like I said, if anybody's ever seen, it's not the it's not butter commercials. Yeah, that's Fabio. Okay. So, and like I said, with the dating phone, you see, they're like, and a lot of women I find right now, they're like, they want is to have their fun and be my guest, have your fun and all that, you know. But it's just like, they're, it really feels like they're like, oh, well, I, I'll, Mr. The right guy right now, he can wait, I'll get him later type deal. I want to go and have my fun. Which there's nothing wrong with that. Do not get me wrong. It's just that a lot of these women later on, and men too, do not get me wrong. This, I'm an equal opportunity type guy. They're finding that those who, you know, they would like to eventually marry and all that, they get taken up. You know, and then they become just miserable. But right now, the dating pool, as I see it, is that women are in the dating pool right now. They want to have their fun. They they're not interested in necessarily long-term relationships. You know they're like, they maybe want to lightly go out, but day one is a good time. And but the guys who they're with, they're like, yeah, no, this is just me having fun. These guys aren't, or girls, you know they're not the ones I want to marry in the end. By the time they get her back around, they find themselves like, hey, you kind of fucked up because those who you passed up earlier, they're, they've been taken up by other men or women. And I'm not sure if I'm really explaining this the right way, you know, but it's just it sucks, because you looking to meet, a good woman, in my case, a good woman who's like, hey, I want to actually have a, you know, reasonable, like, connections, so you can, engage in conversation. Yeah, I still find you, attractive. And it's not like you got to be like the most attractive woman in the world. It's like, no, but I mean, I would like to find you attractive, and I would like to think that you find me attractive. This is where like I talk about my soon-to-be ex-wife. You know, very beautiful, in my opinion. I've had some other people disagree with me. You know, but I mean, those people are like, they want the models. My wife is not a model. You know, and nothing against her. You know, and because my wife, she's just a straight up tomboy. That's why I like, is a tomboy. A lot of ones who I'm finding, are like, what's the word I'm looking for? They're prissy. They're prissy. You know, they're not. I like a woman who doesn't have a filter on her mouth. A woman who's not afraid to get her hands dirty. You know, and a lot of, at least in my area, they're kind of like that. You know, you know, they're looking for, you know, how did I put it? Right now, they're not. They're like, oh hey, you're a nice guy, you're Mr. Right, you're just not Mr. Right now. You know, they want the guy who's just going to fucking blow their minds out in the bedroom. You know, they want to do that for like a few years and or however many years. You know, and then they're like, hey, when I'm pretty much, pretty, you know, and when they're pretty much like all that kind of fun is drying up because you know they're starting to get older, then they're like, okay, now I want Mr. Right. You know, because there was how did this get put? There is a comedian woman, and she's like the best example because this is what I heard about her. You know, and I'm not going to say name because I'm not entirely sure if that's accurate. Like I know the statement, I know who said this is accurate, but I'm not sure if that's her point of view. And you know that wouldn't be cool just to say it up. But anyways, you know, she's you know, fairly attractive. You know, big boobs and all this. She just, you know, she went through a lot of guys. You know, she had her fun and all that. But then she started to get older, and then her biological clock was ticking down. You know, and then you know, and then she wanted kids. She's like over 40 now. You know, and I'm pretty sure the way I'm describing, a lot of people are going to figure out who she is. But anyway, so and now that she's pregnant, actually, I think she's getting ready to have a kid, and good luck. You know, congratulations too, by the way. You know, but you know, she could have done this like years ago, but she wanted to have her fun now. Plus, you know, her career and whatnot. My understanding is, you know, but you know, but now when her ball clock is ticking, you know, she went back and just like pretty much is my understanding, at least the way how other people were talking about it, that you know she ended up falling down on a guy who was like probably not in her league at all. You know, not out of her league. Pretty much is somehow, you know, from his point of view, you'd be like, he would look at her and be like, oh, you know, you're kind of out of my league, you know, because he was just happened to be the next available. You know, it's like the best she could possibly do at this point. You know, and this is what I'm kind of finding with women. How I see the dating pool right now. And hell, a friend of mine who's not happy with me right now actually literally made the same comment. You know, it kind of sucks because she's a sweetheart herself. She, you know, very attractive, just very much a tomboy, no filter in her mouth. Pretty much, she would check all the boxes, you know, if I could date her. But you know, she's good friends of the mother of my children. You know, she's like an aunt to my daughters, and she lives too far away. You know, I kind of told her this, and then I was, you know, just trying to be nice. But I don't think I came off the right way because I was like, hey, I was just gonna kind of talk less to her because like I was kind of like having like a lot of feelings for her, and I just like no, 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 this would not work at all. But now you know I think I might trying to be honest and all that. I think I might have upset her. So pretty much right now she's like, nah, I don't want to talk to you without having to say it. She just pretty much doesn't want to respond to me. You know, it makes me now wish I just didn't say nothing. But at the same time, it was very frustrating for me because like I like you more than a friend, but at the same time, like here's like A, B, C, D of why I can't date you. So because she had told me about a friend of hers who just doesn't take no for an answer, like has constantly like asked her out, and she's like no, and you know she said she was getting really frustrated about that, and I'm just like, hey, I don't want to I don't want you to feel like you're be put in that situation, you know, because she straight up told me she's like, despite how she's talking to me, reacting to me. Um, I kind of felt like I was like, do you like me more than a friend? Legitimately, like, are you hitting on me? And finally I swear I was like talking to her about it, and she's like, no, no, I'm not into you like that, for whatever reason. Now, who knows? Maybe she's the same way too. It's like, hey, I'm friends with one of your children. Your daughters are like nieces to me, and you just live too far away. You know, so, but I mean, like I said, you don't have to say this and all that. So, and it sucks because, like I said, from her point of view, it's like the dating pool sucks. You know, guys who has she's talked to, I met, either they want to fuck her and that be the end of it, or they find something better from her point of view. That, uh, which is sad too. Like I said, she's a very pretty girl, very pretty. I mean, she makes heads turns. You know, well, unfortunately, it's like about 8, 9 years ago, she had an accident where it her lower back is in a lot of pain, and she now has to use, if she's doing anything like she's gonna go outside and do a decent amount of walking and all that, she has to use a cane and all that just to assist her. And she says that where it is that she has is becoming degenerative, which means it's only going to get worse, and she thinks eventually she's going to be in a wheelchair, which really sucks. And in my opinion, I think, one second, I gotta sneeze. No, sorry. So, in my opinion, I think a lot of guys are overlooking because she has to like use a cane to do any long. She has to walk more. Like she's around her apartment, all that. She doesn't really need to use the cane. You know, but she goes outside or she's going down the stairs. She uses a cane, so so she doesn't like fucking fall. You know, and like I said, she's like my height, about between 120 and 130 pounds. You know, and she's still skinny. She looks great. Don't get me wrong. And it's a shame that guys are overlooked her. Now, don't get me wrong. She does have one guy friend who every so often she's like, yeah, I go to him when I need to get distracted for a night. You know, that's the way how I'll put it. So she has no problems. Like, if she needs to get laid, she can get laid. You know, but you know, she wants, you know, right now is to find a nice guy who will, that checks all her boxes, you know, to want to be with her. But at least how she puts me, she thinks she'll never find a guy like that. You know, and with some of the things that she think, how she's playing it, like she sees some other couples, goes through some. She's like, is it really worth going through it right now? I'm like, yeah, who knows? So so we're in the same boat basically, which I think is part of the reason why I have found her to be very desirable. And just like under any other circumstances, I would legitimately probably like ask her out. But I'm like, she's like an aunt to my daughters, and I really wish I would have explained this a whole lot better. I went back and looking at some of my comments. I'm just like, oh my god. And the thing is, when I said, hey, I'm just going to talk less, she likes talking to me because I actually have a conversation, and I think that really pissed her off. You know, I just said I was going to talk less, like not like, hey, I'll talk to you like maybe every 2 or 3 days. No, no, no. I mean, I still talk to you every day. I just might try to hold back looks. I respect her very much. Like a friend of mine, she's just like another female friend of mine. She's just like, well, if you think it's going down a path, maybe just like, I don't know, maybe she just wants a booty call. And I would not do that to her because I happen to actually respect her, respect my friend very much. And I thought our friendship had actually have actually elevated pretty much. Like I said, I've known her for like 8 years now. I've never really paid much attention to her because she's, other than she's friends with the mother of my children, and again, all this stuff with my daughters. Sometimes I always kind of felt like she's a little too reliant on people, but I've actually gotten to know her better, and I was just like, she's a good woman. So if a guy actually wants to be with her and actually wants to take care of her, yeah, hey, you're gonna get a good woman, you know. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is, fucking. But anyways, that's how I'm viewing the dating pool right now. It's just like, hey, can we like, you know, oh fuck, I'm in trouble. Maybe not, maybe not. Just fucking heal me, guys. Oh man, that's the only problem I have with this. I wish I wanted to use Sidewinder, because Sidewinder probably would have just killed him right now. But knowing my luck, he'll miss. So, and I just want some damage going out. So, I mean, like I said, dating pool sucks. As right now, I mean, don't get me wrong. It doesn't mean there's no good people, man, woman, in the dating pool. It's just like a lot you're gonna find right now. It's just crappy because people are. It just seems like a lot, regardless of the sex, is looking for like, oh, that's gonna fucking hurt. Oh, yeah, that kind of sucked. You know, they're just looking to have their fun right now. Live their day. As so it could be their last type deal, which is fine. Don't not get me wrong. Live your life how you see fit. You know, just don't force your views onto others, and that's just my general opinion. You know, but it seems like most right now just they're not looking at any long-term relationships, and they don't care because, like I said, I have another friend I know. Holy shit! She's actually trying to find a good guy right now. But my God, every guy she meets, it's just fucking drama. And I'm just like, fuck, man. And she's a good-looking girl too. You know, good-looking girl too. So, and it's just like, good fucking lord. Now, but she's very confident herself. Like a lot of times, because she's put it on her Facebook. So that's how I know about all of it. Where she's like, about this good guy, where she left him his number, or she went and she's like talking, but in the end, she's like, what she complains about is that a lot of the men that she's meeting, they're retarded. Like the fact that she's like she finds them good looking, all that, but they're very shallow, or like they're acting like mama's boys. And there's nothing wrong with a mama boy, but I mean they're legitimately like acting like mama's boys, not the proverbial tune like, oh, I love my mother, blah blah blah. No, they're just fucking retarded. And it's, hey, it is what it is. Oh, see, the good Sidewinder finally hits. But yeah, I just, oh my god, is it like a fucking drama thing with her? I'm just like, are you sure it's not something you're doing? But she puts like everything out there, like she'll put like, you know. Oh, and I just like to reiterate with my other friend, the ones that was friends with my mother. She's single mother of two. I think that's a part of her problem as well. Is she brings a guy around her son. She wants it. She wants to be a good guy. She doesn't want to deal with drama. Anyways, now talking about my other friend, she too, unfortunately, is a single mother. Unfortunately, is the father of her first child was killed like years ago and all that. And I knew him and all that. So, which I didn't know about. I didn't know he died some years ago. So it sucks, but it is what it is. But but yeah, she's the one. She's very outgoing from what I could tell. And like I said, and it sucks. Hey, even she's like, yeah, dating pool sucks, but I mean, she just goes. She keeps like meeting guys, but she's very, very confident on herself. You know, she's in shape. So I mean, she's very confident in herself. You know, but she lives in my area, so she has. Cause I said, the first one I talked about, friends with my wife up in Canada versus this one here who's in my area and all that. I think she lives like 5 or 6 miles away or something like that. You know, so and like I said, I agree with her too. She also finds that the dating pool, especially in our area, but see, and we're closer to like Staten Island's like 5 miles away. Like I could see it from where I am. you know, but it just really sucks. I just maybe when I eventually move out of this area, maybe other areas will prove to be different. What I will say is a lot of these because when I look at this area, since we're so fucking close to fucking city, I just feel like I'm dealing with city people. I mean, I'm in the suburbs, but at the way how they're building around, it's just going to be turned into a fucking city at this point. And that's the way it is, where these fucking city people just absolutely suck fucking balls. You know, and I just cannot deal with it. I have another friend. She's married and all that, and she was like talking to her husband and blah blah blah. she, because she was saying this to a bunch of us. She was like, it's like even if there were, even she was having problems with her husband, and she has her marriage is like rock solid now. I mean, she's like it's the best it's ever been because some people have tried to torn it apart and only made their marriage that much better. But she's like, figuratively speaking, hypothetically speaking, like if we were to, if she says she would have problems with her husband, who she talked about this, she's like, neither one of them would divorce because she's like the dating pool sucks so bad. She's like, I don't want to date ever again, so I will stick it out with my husband no matter what. I'm like, okay, Zah, God bless her and all that. And and I've met her husband, just a really really nice guy. Really, he's really awesome and all that. Again, I don't say names out of respect and all that, and it's no one else's business. Be quite honest. It's not like I'm not saying anything that's private or anything. This is all public information. You know. So, like I said, so I mean that's why it's like it just it really is a shame. And don't get me wrong, still get out there, try to meet people, still get out there, and sometimes you might just have to go through a lot, just as far as like talking to women, talking to men. It might take you 100 tries, but all you gotta do is just find one. So even out of 100, as long as land just one good one, you can be happy. And that was really good advice from my friend. So that's why it's like, I'm getting back in, decent shape, but I actually like want to get into the best shape possible and maintain that shape. I was gonna say shit, maintain that, for years and years to come because it's just like it's better for my health. So hopefully, I can live. I mean, the better shape you're in, the more likely your expectations of life, will be. Not saying it's a guarantee, but I mean, if you're fat and overweight, I mean, you're probably not gonna live for that long. I mean, I could be wrong, but the life expectations is not going to be high. But another one that I know of, he actually just lost a bunch of weight. Looks really good. Kudos to you, man. He was on his YouTube channel. Fucking, he looks, compared to how I remember seeing him, and you can look at this as he went through his YouTube videos. You can see where he started his weight loss journey compared to what he is now. And I'm going back like a year ago. I think when he started this, but compared to now, he looks so much healthier. He looks happy and all that. I have no idea if he's still dating his boyfriend or not, but that was like a long distance thing. So, but he lives in an area which is tend to be not uh like there's like straight people around, so his dating pool is probably really limited. But uh but he looks so much happier, and also really, again, congrats to him. But I mean, just like, fuck, one second. I don't, for me, is I don't want to, again, just to be superficial. One is like, you know gain some confidence and all that. I mean, like I said, let's see, I was 27, no, 28 when me and my wife, no, 27 when me and my wife got together. And I was, at that point, I was in the best shape of my life, well, of my life at that point, you know, and I was very confident. I did, was fooling around a lot at that point, but then, started, you know, was with my wife then. I mean, that's how I caught her attention. Well, actually, no, she didn't. I didn't even have a picture of myself because we started talking again when uh in Iraq. So I mean, we're like face to face and all that. So it's not like she could see. It's just when she came down is when she saw how in good shape I was for a time. Now I wasn't rocking abs or but I had a nice slim build and such, and I was very toned, you know. Uh, so it was really nice. So I did get her attention because of that, primarily because of that. Well, between that and I had good personality. I made her smile, I made her laugh, and she felt very comfortable. She felt you know really good, around my presence and all that. And it's just that's how it worked, and I mean, one thing you have to do is like have confidence. Now, don't be, an arrogant prick, because like, you see a lot of these guys, like as my friend was when she was talking about it on her stream the other day, yeah, guys think, they want gotta be like these chads and all that, but these chads are like arrogant fucking pricks, whereas a woman who's actually wants to be, loves, like, is not actually going to like that. A guy who just like treats her like shit. Yeah, he may be in good shape, he may be good looking. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, most women will. So I'm not saying, like I say most women. Some women do like the geeky nerd guys because, I know my friend put it. She was talking about, well, yeah, she's there's some guys, they're short, fat, maybe have a little dick and all that, but if you know, they're confident and, they make girls smile, they make them laugh and all that. A lot of women, do tend to really like that. My wife was like that. I mean, I was short, but I was in shape. Uh, I was my let's see, my oral skills were definitely pretty good. Yeah, so huzzah, that worked with her. Will it work for other women? Well, I don't know, but you gotta try. You really gotta do, and unfortunately, that's what I'm back to. But it takes one for me is you need to go out and actually talk. Go out to where the women are hanging out. Go out to where, and if you're gonna try to do the online dating thing and you're not gonna go out, really, you're not expecting to. Don't expect to actually meet women or men. If you like, I'm an equal opportunity type guy. Don't want to just say it from one perspective. You know, but shit, hit him. Thank you. Let's go sidewinder. Okay, good. That worked this time. You know, but it's just the online dating thing is so. I think that's why a lot of people find the dating scene sucks because every a lot of women I'll sit there and I'll read their profile, because I'm like, okay, and like what was it? One woman just like decent looking, decently in shape and all that, but she's just like, how does she put it in her profile? What she's looking for? Oh, something along the lines of she's just like, you need to be this tall, this big, and come fuck the living shit out of me, and I find a lot of that's what it seems, at least with the ones online, and that's given a really bad, lot that's really turned off a lot of guys from the dating scene, and this is something I have to admit, because you're talking about these guys who are like incels or something like that, you know, no confidence in themselves, and it's just it sucks. You know, hold on a sec. Sorry about that. Uh, and a lot of times is that they have their idea, and unfortunately, a lot of incels are pretty much men. And sometimes they may be like, just for some reason they don't have confidence in themselves. Whether it be it's a like maybe they're short, they're fat, and they find themselves unattractive. Like, oh, I can't get this girl, or they're swinging, they're swinging for the fences when they're like, hey, maybe try hitting for a single or a double, because they complain like, oh, I can't get girls, I can't, but they're trying to get the girl who, quite frankly, might be literally out of their league. you know and I'm not saying is that they're not you shouldn't try, don't get me wrong, but like imagine like they're like, well, what I want and I'm only willing to take is either a 9 or a 10, and they're like, dude, you gotta like bring your expectations down a little bit, you know and like try for like a 6 or 7, but if you're talking about just in general, just wanting to get a girl, and don't get me wrong, we all want to find someone, whatever your preference may be, is who's you find attractive, who you find desirable, and all that, who to you would be a 9 or a 10, and like I said, my wife, solid 9, but that's to me, other people have disagreed, and that's okay, you know. But to me, she's a solid 9. You know, but a lot of the incels, they're looking for like where everybody agrees that they're, at least how my understanding of it is, everybody agrees that this is a 9 or a 10 that every guy wants to be with. I'm like, Slow your rolls, dudes. Just slow your rolls, okay? Those type of women, they know they can get any guy that they want and all that. So they're like, yeah, they got everything that they want, and this where those guys who calls themselves incels, they get extremely upset, you know, and that, like I said, that's my understanding. You might have to go for something a little bit lower, that you know maybe they're not the most attractive, but you still can still find them attractive, but they're not like a who's like the hot model now today's. I can't even think of it. They're not. Okay, I hope everybody knows who Salma Hayek is at this point. One of probably the most beautiful women to ever grace the screen, or Pamela Anderson. Come on, okay. Would someone like me ever get a Salma Hayek or a Pamela Anderson? No, 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 no. What I settled for was the girl next door, who was kind of like a little shy and quiet and all that, but once she gets comfortable, holy shit, what she's willing to do, because she's like, how do I put it, like pent up sexual rage, and then she's just like, yep, she's gonna blow your fucking mind out. That's what my wife did to me, you know, trust me. So, and like I said, to me, she's a nine. I know I've had other friends who are just like, they don't find her as that attractive. That's fine, you know. But it's just when you're and don't get me wrong. For me, there's got to be like there's like mandatory certain boxes that has to be checked for me to consider. Not many, you know, you know, because it's like, well, here's ideally what I want, all these boxes, but here's like the middle, so I can at least consider it. Because I'm like one chick I think wanted to date me. She was very nice looking, but boy was she a bitch. I was just like, ain't no. A friend of mine was like, she's like, hey, you want me set you up with my cousin? And I'm taking one look, and I'm just like, yeah, she's in shape, nice body, but decent looking, but damn, again, the attitude is just like, no, versus where it's like I said, I was talking to a friend of mine, the one that lives in Canada, and I never was thinking about this at all, but as I got to know more personal things about her, I was just like, well, this sucks because she checked nearly all the boxes. Nearly all the boxes. I guess the only thing she didn't check that I kind of wish she did was like, hey, she doesn't like guns. I'm just like, eh. But what do you expect? Canadians, right? But she loves hockey. We go back and forth about hockey and all that. 'Cause she's a Canadians fan. I'm a Rangers fan. But, you know, very attractive. Kind of, body wise, maybe not all that much. I mean, she's skinny, yeah, but could do a little bit more up top, a little bit, you know. But, I'm like, well, it's not a deal breaker. Not even close to a deal breaker, but her personality is very intriguing. And she's like, does she was sitting there telling me, she's like, despite how I may look and all that, a lot of guys think I want to put out like every time. She's like, nah, not really. You know, she's like, when I find Mr. Right and all that, yeah, I want to have a lot with him, but she's like, I don't go walking around. She's like, she has a friend who will take care of that, but she's like, yeah, maybe every 2 to 3 months I'll go and I'll see him. It's like, but she's like, I don't. Guys keep thinking I'm just gonna put out, and she's like, no. And I'm like, that's actually a very attractive tree, because she's like, hey, I'm not a slut. I actually, she, even back when she was not in her right mind, she's like, I still didn't do that. I mean, she had her fair bit of fun, but she's like, hey, I just want to find a really nice guy and spend my life with him. And I found it to be very attractive, so she checked everything. But unfortunately, the big thing is it's like, hey, because She's friends with my wife, soon to be ex-wife, is an aunt to my daughters, and quite frankly, lives too far away. So I'm just like, unfortunately, those are all deal breakers. And I really wish I could have conveyed this better, because it went from like, hey, we're talking like nearly every day. Actually, I've been talking like every day to where, yeah, she's mad at me, doesn't want to talk, and it's probably gonna be like that for some time. You know, maybe when I come up to go get my daughters and all that, maybe we'll talk, and maybe she'll be like, okay, this is why I'm mad at you, or she may be like, hey, I just don't really want to talk anymore, which I don't think that's the case, but women, right? Oh, I just realized. Here I am. I'm not even paying attention. Dee 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 dee. That definitely gonna help. So, but hey, I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes it's just the way how life goes. I kind of wish I just shut up and not said anything, and just dealt with it. But I always thought I just like, hey, I'm just gonna be honest with you, and it's like, and I just wanted to make sure that she wasn't gonna feel uncomfortable, or who knows, maybe I don't know, kind of weird things. But hopefully I fix that. And if not, then I have no one to be mad at except myself. You know. I really should. I should have chilled this a little bit. I could put some ice in this. But yeah. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna step away for a minute. All right. Sorry, I just wanted to go get some like ice and put it in my smoothie because I'm like nursing it right now. So it's kind of like room temperature. I'm just like, can I just like get this chilled a little bit? So hopefully with some ice, it will get a little bit cold. So let's see. Yeah, doing pretty good so far. Alright, I fucking miss. Are you kidding me? I have no idea why. Like with Archer, I miss a lot of my fucking skills. Maybe a lot of it is due with accuracy. I mean, here soon I'll be getting a lot of accuracy. So anyway, so what was I talking about? Some of the dating pool. Okay, the dating pool sucks, but despite that, you still gotta try. You really do. I mean, and some people, hey, look, if you're like, hey, I just don't want to date, God bless you. I think you should live your life as you see fit, without forcing your views onto others. That's like my one thing I do live by the most. You know. So, but anyways, talking about tonight, I know I'll be heading to the gym. And I've been really liking my local gym. I didn't go last night because I was just like, as I said earlier, I was just like, nope, I'm done. I was just like tired as fuck, you know. But I'm drinking a smoothie right now, and because I went and got a smoothie maker, blending. So I made a smoothie with the ingredients. Let's see, off the top of my head, I have plain yogurt in there, so I can give a little viscosity. Uh, some milk. Good thing I didn't put too much milk in, because I start to pour it in a little bit, and then as I went to go close it, I can smell it. And it's like, oh, the milk went fucking bad. But it's not like gangrene or anything like that. It looks like it must have just expired. Which sucks. So, but it's a good thing I didn't put too much into it. Just like maybe like half a cup or something. Just Oh, well, you know what? Let's just go and get this guy. You know, let's see. I put in spinach, cherries. I put in too many cherries because I can really taste the cherries. I'm sorry, not cherries. Tomatoes. I don't know why I said cherries. Well, they're not kind of remind me of cherries, but just not a deep red color. So let's see. I also put in like half a banana because I'm just trying to find that right balance, and then just drink that all the time. So let's see, banana, half a banana, blueberries. Uh, I think later on when I do another smoothie, uh, it's like a smoothie slash shake type deal. Anyways, I'll do like strawberries. Let's see, I put something else in there. I'm trying to remember what I did. I did blueberries, banana. I know I put something else in there, and I can't, for the love of God, remember what it was. Ooh, good shot with the sidewinder. Yeah, look at that, 2,200 points. Oh, and I got reverberation off of it too, so over 3,000. Let's do this. But yeah, I stick on it. It's decent in its taste and all that. I maybe do a couple less tomatoes. Like I said, they're the small type of tomatoes. So, but I think as a whole, like here's how much I want to use. I spread it out. It still be more fruit taste and all that. But the big thing was to put in spinach for the vitamins A, C, and D, and those will be as the main staple when I'm doing these. And it's just making sure I drink enough of these smoothies so I don't get like extremely hungry and then I want to go for like something heavy. So it's just, as my boss would say, it's just like if you really want to lose weight, you got it. And if you could do this diet, you really got to stick to it for like 7 days. Now he said 7 days. I'm gonna try to see if I can do it for like 10 days. You know, but my line of reasoning I think I'm gonna do is for like 1 week a month. I do is the liquid diet, and it really does help that from what I read, from what my boss told me, it helps with trying to like help clean out your colon and shit like that. Because then, as your digestive tract is trying to push everything out, with no solids in there, because the solids will kind of want to cling to the intestinal walls. And this is, if you ever get like major surgery and all that, they'll tell you like you can't have any solids or anything like that, or even tell you can't eat anything at all. But a lot of times they'll say, look, at least get your nutrients in. Is like basically it's just grind them all up into like a smoothie. So this where they'll pass through your system. Your body will absorb all the nutrients, but then it'll quickly, because it's already broken down, so that digestive tract doesn't have to work as hard. Versus, you know, uh, with solids, it has to work extra hard, and it takes it forever for you to shit it out. You know, one thing I need to go get is do oats, so I get like the fiber and such. I kind of realize I need to do that. So and it's not really expensive for oats, so but you want to kind of get some of that fiber in there. And basically when you're doing the shakes is you want to be fulfilled, but you want to have all your nutrients. So your body, because if you don't have those, your body is just it's going to fucking hate you. It really is. I know it was kind of hating me last night, but it was a good test run to see where it is. Yeah, and I can understand right now what my boss was talking about. So, second. Oh, got one of those small ice cubes. So, yeah, the ice cubes are starting to melt down a little bit. So they're just small enough now they can come through. Because I got like a couple big one, some big ones in there. I actually had to open up the top altogether so I can get them in. But now some of them are small enough to where they come through, and I'm like, oh, like trying to swallow an ice cube is not like really the funnest thing in the world. Kind of gotta like bite down on it. So, which is fine though. Let's see. I wasn't even paying attention. Ooh, look at that. I'm almost level 70. About 72-ish. I will be leaving this area. As long as I'm still getting good experience points, that's all that matters. You gotta find that right balance. So let's see. Yeah, over 1,000 points. Not bad. Let's see. I'll kill the sandcocks, real easily, so I don't have to go through as much. What am I getting? I'm getting about 377. Okay. Oh, wait till I get those fucking kaboom. Like I'll hit harder, but then they're expensive. 100 a pop. So, but anyways, flip the skill. Anyway, so yeah, so for the next, at least the next week, probably until next weekend, I'm gonna stick to this liquid diet, and we'll see how everything goes. You know, if I lose actually a good amount of weight, cool, because then I can switch over to eating more solids and such. I mean, regardless, I'll switch to more solids. But my line of thinking is like, I think I want to incorporate the smoothie aspect as a overall as part of my diet. Where I think if I eat 3 times a day, the first 2 meals will be like solids, shit like that, and then it can spend all day as I'm working. I'm actively moving around to work its way through. It gets digested, but then at nighttime, in like the evening time when I'm starting to like get my body to like start to minus my working out. But at that point, like now I have like the smoothies to keep the stomach kind of filled, but it's not going to linger in my stomach like it would for a solid. Or uh, because once you go to sleep and all that, at least how from my experience and all that, your body does go into this natural rest states, which means things are not burning as much. You're not so the food is going to stick around a lot longer in your system. Whereas if it's a smoothie, and I talked about this earlier in the stream, the smoothie will just is already broken down, so your body will absorb the nutrients and it just gets ready to just get them out the next morning. Even though typically on a 24 to 36 hour basis is when technically that food from the time you eat it to the time you fucking shit it out, it's usually 24 to 36 hours. But with the smoothie, well, that's because it's trying to break it down, get all the nutrients, and get it to the point to where it can leave your body. Versus, a smoothie, it's already broken down. So the line, at least how I would say it, it's just like it should be a lot less for it to come out. It doesn't have to go through that process. So it could be less than 20 hours or whatever. Who knows? I'm not a doctor. I'm not giving any advice about that. I'm just giving my opinion on someone who's, you know, they haven't done like that kind of in-depth study into it. So, and it's really is this, and it should help with a lot of weight loss. Um, a lot of people I see, some people think it's too dangerous. I can understand that if you take it to the extreme. Like you're talking about trying to do it for like weeks at a time. You know, I'm looking at it for a 7 to 10 day period, but um, keep a real eye on it. And these kinds of ones too is make sure you get your sodium, your salt, um, your salt intake a little bit in there. Especially like because a lot of vegetables don't. Is it vegetables or is it fruit? Aren't really high in salt per se, but whenever you get your vegetables and your fruits, and when you're doing something, you should be like watching exactly what's in there, so you can just keep a track of your calories intakes, your and what nutrients you're getting and all that. you know, and when you're on this type of kind of diet, is make sure your salt intake is a little bit up so you don't fucking pass out, because that's bad too. So, like I said, not as, I ain't no fucking expert on this. Everything that I said is going off either what I've read or what other people who's gone through this weight loss diet has experienced, and that's just what they've noticed. So, so that's what I'm going through. I'm like I said, I'm at like 189 right now, and I would like to be hopefully within the next. I'm hoping by fall time, I'm down to like my goal is hopefully be down to at least. I like to be under 170. You know, I mean, a lot of people say you could lose weight really quick if you keep right to it. Like within a month, I've heard of people dropping like 20 pounds. That'd be kind of cool. But I definitely know is you don't want to drop too much weight in a very short amount of time. That is like a really bad thing. Because you can do irreparable, you can do a lot of harm to your body because your body gets shocked so badly it's not even funny. A little bit of a shock is good because then it tells your body's like, your body's like, oh, okay. But you're talking about this kind of shock is like a system failure type deal. That's what happens. So and a good I think a good thumb. I mean, it's like you really don't want to lose no more than like 15 pounds every month or 15 pounds every 30 days, or i.e., half a pound every day on average. You know, so you might build up slowly where you're like, I might only lose like a few pounds in like the first 2 weeks, but then your body gets it and then it goes quick, and then you get that uh, like 11 to 12 pounds like lost in like the next 2 weeks where you're like almost a pound every day, which is okay, you know. But my opinion is I don't think you should go really not much more than that, you know. But I mean, it's different with everybody because you might have somebody who's like severely overweight, like my boss was like really overweight. He was bad. He was like worse than what I am, and that's why he's like in the first month he dropped like 25 pounds. He told me, and then over the course of like 11 months though, he lost like 75 more pounds, which was much more manageable. Looks good. He's like 50 years old. God bless him. But he said he had some little setbacks here and there. So that's why, of course, he's like he would have lost a little bit more weight, if he didn't have his setbacks. But overall, he's like he's happy where his health is now. So so kudos to him. So let's see. I've been going since, let's see, for about an hour and 45 minutes right now. So we'll see if we go a little bit longer. But yeah, and like I said, I will not be doing any streaming now during the week, um, unless I have the day off. Unless like, hey, there's no work today, then I'll fucking stream. Which those days are far and few between. So but I think today. Give me 1 second. What's today? Okay, tomorrow is Father's Day. So I will be streaming a little bit tomorrow. Um, you know, since I'm only going to be streaming on the weekends now, I am definitely trying to see if I can commit to longer streams. Because usually I do what? An hour, between 1 and 2 hours. I'm going to try to commit more than that. So hopefully I can. But sometimes it's just like, it just depends. Like, but tomorrow's not gonna. I'm not gonna stream Final Fantasy 11. Uh, I might finally actually do Final Fantasy 14, or I'm gonna do Resident Evil. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm trying to find more ways to be more entertaining. So I'm trying to do more talking, more engagement on that. But a lot of people are good at that. I'm not, but gotta try, right? So actually, it's a nice day outside. Actually need to go stretch after this. My lower back is still kind of hurting, which really sucks. Because I'm trying to really work on is my lower back. But today at the gym, I'm going to be doing cardio and my lower body exercises. So like on my knees, my hamstrings, shit like that. So I'm guessing like tomorrow my knees are gonna fucking hate me. You know, I might try to do just a little bit on my lower back, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Like I did once, I did like 3 sets for my lower back, and I can still feel it. It's sore. It's really sore. Oh no. Well, we'll see how that goes. Let's see, level 70. Nice, nice, nice. Do I? It's level 75 when I get up into here. Actually, I do want to level his Puppet Master next. Like I was gonna do Beast Master. My Beast Master is like level 24, 25, but Puppet Master looks so fun. I did like a little party thing with another guy like last week where I'm trying to get all these points for so I can get that new trust NPC that was added to our server. Oh, and by the way, it turns out like for the some reason it doesn't share points among. So like I was taking on thing and he kept getting to it. And he's like, "Oh, just join my party." But whoever kills it gets the points. It's not like the whole party gets the points associated. No, it's just like whoever gets the final hit gets the points. And this guy's Puppet Master, he was playing as Puppet Master. He was doing ridiculous amounts of damage. He was doing like, I forget what weapon skill he was doing, but he's doing hand to hand. He was minimally doing 3,500 points. I seen him up doing like high 4,000s. and the puppet that he was using, it was clearing 8,000 points a shot. Whatever weapon skill that it was using. I'm just like, holy fuck, this dude was doing, like, he didn't even need trust NPCs. So I'm like, holy shit. I was like, so you can only imagine if he was actually using trust NPCs. This guy like goes through everything quick. It was highly impressive. I'm like, man, I want to do fucking Puppet Master now. So I kind of wish I would have seen what gear he was using. You know, because I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, whatever gear you use, the stats that it provides, also those stats goes towards the puppet as well. So very nice. So, um, I might even go and see about unlocking Puppet Master on this stream because, you know, man, I don't know. I don't know. So, give me a sec. Let me see how long it would take to unlock Puppet Master. Unlock Puppet Master. Oh, complete the. Okay. You know what I might do is I might test out something where I try to just not go live, but I do a recording of it. And it's just where it's like, hey, this recording specifically just for this, and then just upload it on like YouTube. Oh, god damn it. Shop. I might actually do that. You know what, fuck it, I'm gonna go into, because now I'll put out ridiculous amounts of points. Let's see how much that does. Yeah, 645. Yeah, clearly the damage is going up higher. Yeah, so that's what I'll do. Instead of like trying to worry about doing it through this stream, I'll just fucking I'll just record it and I'll just upload it. I think that's a better way to do it. Just where everybody can see it and they can just like, if people do a search on it, they can search the stat and it'll generally pop up. Depending on other people who has done similar things. Yeah, I'll just do it that way. Sounds like an awesome idea. I fucking missed with Sidewinder. Fuck you, cocksucker. Good fucking lord. Yeah, you know what? I'm definitely going to do Resident Evil tomorrow. That's what I'm going to do. Scare the living shit out of myself. Why not? I'm going to sit down and like, oh my god, no, no, no. Fucking, it's the, oh my god. What the hell is the big guy? What was his fucking name? I know I know as soon as I hear it, I'll fucking be kicking myself. Like, how could I forget that name? Nemesis. It's gonna come in and he's just like, it's gonna chase me all around. I remember the first time I played, I did not know because I was so used to where in the original thing, like you can run down the hallways, but then when you like get to like a door or something like that, he couldn't follow it anymore. In the updated version, and I think this was a good update because like logically it's like, come on, this guy is strong enough, he should be going through doors and stuff like that. Where, but anyways, my expectation was still based on the old game. So when I got to what I thought was going to be a safe place, and I relaxed for like I was like, okay, good, I made it to a safe place. And then when he came through the door, I was like, holy shit, I'm fucked. I fucking hit the pause. I'm just like, I'm fucked. Dude, I thought I was gonna shit myself for a minute. That's how fucking scared I was. I'm like, this is fucking awesome though. And it was quite sucked at the same time. It's like, so you can imagine how that went. So, fuck. Got aggro. Heal me, you bitches. Yeah, man. Hit him. Thank you. Sidewinder? Does it hit? Yeah. Alright. Well, yeah, no, that was... Oh, man, I fucking moved. But yeah, no, I have not played... I got the third Resident Evil. I got Resident Evil 3. I have not played that. I think I played, like, the first, like, few minutes of it. Oh, I'm sorry, no. Well, no, technically Resident Evil 3 is Nemesis. Whereas the second one is it's not Nemesis, but it is Nemesis, but it's like, God, I forget what it is. It was like there was a particular name for it, for that particular Nemesis, and I forget what it was. But I wonder if Resident Evil 2 will have Hunk. The remake has Hunk in it. I can't remember. I want to say it does, but but that'll be tomorrow. So I'll be looking forward to being scared shitless. Now I did actually beat the Resident Evil 2 remake. I forget that was right when it first came out, so I haven't played it since then, other than what I've done now. So, and I think I gotta go back and look and see I when I name it, because I've been only playing Resident Evil 2 on stream, so I haven't touched it outside of that. And I think it's episode 3 or 4 it's going to be. But I gotta go back and see what I named the last episode. I couldn't remember if I named it, if I said it was Resident Evil Episode 2 or Resident Evil Episode 3. So where I did title it as, I gotta do the update. It just makes a lot of sense. So this where people can, people who are like maybe keeping track of it, they're not like, have we already seen this one? So, Arching Arrow. I just wish Sidewinder hit more often. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to that tomorrow. Oh man, I know this liquid diet's gonna kill me because I already feel hungry. What? Focus. But definitely, I mean, I've only gone through about half of it, so you're talking about just like, little, the average like shaker bottles. If anybody seen how big those are, I've only gone through about half of it. I should probably really just like really drink the rest, and I'm gonna do that after the stream. I've just been like nursing it right now. It's probably why I feel like hungry. Let's see. All right. So, like I said, I got my new screen monitor, but I'm thinking now maybe I'll just leave my TV on. I'll keep this one to the side and I'll keep it as like a backup. I mean, it only cost me like $69, so or $70, something like that. Uh, well, yeah, I think about another 10, 15 minutes. I think when I'm done leveling here, I'm gonna go with. It's gonna be soon. Probably about 15, 20 minutes. So. Okay, Sidewinder hit. Yeah, once I get up, once I hit level 75 and I have like much better gear than what I have now, then I think Sidewinder will hit more often. Or at least that's what I'm hoping. What's that? Roughly 36 more creatures. On average, if I get 1,000 experience more, but so like 36 creatures. Yeah, let's pull this guy back. Hit him. See, this is where I like the controller. I can get into certain places I can't get with fucking. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't like the fact that we're all fucking standing in front of him. Yeah, so let's all stand in front of him, and when he does a fucking cone attack, we all get hit instead of we all just. But trying to avoid getting fucking aggro. Now that we got some open space, now we can get in a fucking position. Like, don't stand fucking in front of him. See, we all doing it. I wish the AI was a little bit more competent as far as like it knows when to do the weapon skills, make sure it tries to chain off everything. I just wish it knew where to position itself much better. Like right now, why in the fuck is my white mage standing in front of the goddamn fucking Manticore? You know, it's like either the white mage should be like see where the red mage is, or where he is. Him and Koopy, if they're gonna be like in the front like this, they should be back off over here. This where, because right now if he does a cone attack, it'll probably at the very least hit Koopy as well. I mean, yeah, my damage dealer's got behind him. That's cool. But it's just like it's like, can we have a little bit of common sense, AI? But it is what it is. And actually, I need to move myself over. It just happens we're against this fucking wall, so now they're all kind of like their position. Technically, they'd be considered behind, but it's just like, look at that. He's just like, I'm between your legs, dude. Man, oh man. Yeah, arching arrow, it does nowhere near the damage that Sidewinder does, but it hits a lot more often. So I gotta do in between a combination of Sidewinders and arching arrow. Just it gets frustrating when Sidewinder misses. I just wish it hit every fucking time. Let's see, 1292. Okay, so yeah, we're doing okay. Yeah, normally like I almost want to say that like I think the best thing for Sidewinder is to actually kind of stay away. I think that might help with its accuracy just a little bit, but I really don't want to be going through a ton of arrows. But I want to gain the TP, so I just stay in close, so I get that mix. Just for the sake of TP, that's it. Ah, fuck you. Miss. I can't wait till fucking I get better gear. Cannot wait. Pulling back just a hair. That's gotta be a little bit more than that. Dee, 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 dee. Oh, I definitely need to stretch after this. That's one thing I think why I'm so sore. I didn't stretch nearly as much as I thought I did. I did some decent stretching, but through my own negligence and own stupidity, I'm learning that yeah, you need to do a lot more stretching. A lot more stretching. So and it's just so with my workout routine, you know, definitely now is going to be Sidewinder hit. Oh, thank God. I really need it to hit. So I need to do, let's see, I'm going to increase my stretching time. So I got to do at least a good solid 5 to 10 minutes of stretching. I mean, I did like a few minutes, but in places that I'm hurting or places I probably really didn't stretch as like I thought I did. Because I haven't lifted weights in some years, so it's just like, eh. It's just like, yeah, it sucks to be me. You know, and it's like it's sore in places I haven't felt sore in God knows how long. So through trial and error, I'm like, okay, I'll have to do these kinds of stretches now, and that's what I was working on. Like when I was doing my abs the other day, man, I did when I'm trying to loosen up my lower back, man. When I was on that mat, I was just like, ugh, I must have cracked my lower back, like, because when you're laying on your back, so imagine you're seated down, but you're actually on your back, so your legs are up in like a seated type position, and you're swaying them from all the way left, so where your knees are touching the ground on one side, you bring it back up to the seated position, and then you go to the other side. Well, I really do like to do that stretch. I really do. I did that like the other night, and I must have cracked my lower back in like 4 different places. I'm like, oh my lord, I haven't cracked it like that in like years. I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, it felt great. Like it kind of sucked at first, but then like within a few seconds, I'm like, oh, it fucking. I'm like, oh, I'm fucking so in love with it. So, and I gotta make sure it's like, so when I do my cardio and my lower exercise, I gotta make sure I stretch everything. I gotta do make sure like my hamstrings, my calves, and my lower back are stretched really good. Because if not, I'm gonna fucking just hate it after a while. You know, I mean it is what it is, but it's just like you know, because really yesterday would like today would have been upper body day, but right now I can't because I didn't stretch as much as I wanted to, and I'm fucking sore. So tomorrow will be hopefully upper body day, and yeah, But today is going to be cardio, and the way I'm trying to schedule it is to where I work out 6 times a week, and then take a day off. So this where my whole entire body can like relax and all that. So I'm trying to do is upper body one day, day one, uh, mid and lower back, and maybe my back day two, lower body, and maybe doing a little bit on my lower back day three, and then it's like uh then it's like day one, then it's like day four we go back to arms. Day five is the mid, and then day six is lower, and then day seven is like no working out. That's the day for my body just completely rest. So, and that's what I'm hoping to try to get to. But obviously, depending on how the days go, if I have to skip a day, I'll skip that day, but the next day will be whatever it is that originally was scheduled. So this is where I just don't roll everything back. I might end up doing, if I have to, then maybe I'll do some exercises that would have been on the previous day. I'll roll them into there, so at least they get some work, but they're not going to be the main focus. But we'll see how that goes. Okay, so that part is. So, but like I said, for anybody just knowing, because I see when the viewer count goes up, goes high, or whatever. I will be later doing a recording where I'm going to unlock Puppet Master, and yeah, and I'll put it. It's not going to be live or anything like that. Though might not actually be iDigits too live, because then I don't have to worry about doing a straight up upload later. But either way, we'll see how that goes. But it will be just strictly like I'm just unlocking Puppet Master, and that's it. That's all I'm doing. That's going to be the whole point of the thing. So if I do it as a live load, oh my god, live load. I'm thinking of something else. If I do it as a going live and all that, it's just strictly it's just gonna be like how long it is to do that quest, and that's it. Because generally the way I have it set up to where the way it's done is I go live, and then when I'm done with the stream, it gets automatically loaded up, and I don't have to worry about doing anything. So, and it's convenience, okay? It's convenience. So that's fun, it's good because, life is short, fucking enjoy it, and if you have the tools, fucking use them. Oh, speaking of tools and all that, uh, talking about AI, wonderful thing it's turning into, you know. Don't get me wrong, I know a lot of people has their qualms about AI, and I fully understand. Do not get me wrong on that. I fully understand. But however you may or may not like it and all that, at the end of the day, it is a tool, and you know, you got to use what tools you have at your disposal. And you may say, well, I don't really like AI because of A, B, and C, but I'm just like, if it helps, use it. When I write my songs and all that, on Suno, what I do, I use ChatGPT. I'll be like, here's everything, and I'll say, turn this into a song, and then it'll spit something back out, and I'll look at it, and I'm like, okay, cool, I like most of it, but here's the things I don't like, and I go and I try to do my little editing, you know, because what is it? We were talking about it where a lot of people hate the AI because people are using it to create their own art. It's just like, okay, and I like using the AI art, you know. But I mean, all it means is that those people who can create the art without having to use AI or whatever, or they use it to enhance their drawing, or maybe they might get a concept, an idea, and they're like, oh, just imagine artists. They're like who don't use AI, but you might have these other artists who like you're using it to like, I have an idea in my head. AI art can just like put it on paper, and I'm just like, oh, hey, that's really nice, or hey, I like these parts, and I didn't think about that, and then they just take the concept and then they put it on paper, and then they just edit it because they're, imagine like if someone's like, hey, I had this really good idea, and AI art was able to like make it that I can actually get to where I want it, and then I can go to an artist and say, hey, here's what I would like you to draw, but I want you to draw it to where they're doing this action pose, and then the artist has a good, like frame of reference so they can do this. Imagine things like, well, imagine me like describing it to you, and now you're using, and then you make a painting that's based off your interpretation. And some would be like, "Hey, that's cool, you did it right," or other people like, "Dude, you missed a fucking ball." It's like it's not even close to what I was imagining. Versus someone now with AI, like if they were to put that together, they say, "Hey, here's how I imagine it. I need you to put it to where, based off this, is now I want you to make it to where they're doing this. I can't get AI to do it right. And you may say, hey, do it like this, and then it's like, here's the things that you can, maybe like say, hey, just do it in different colors, or do it like, you have artistic freedom to do it, to edit certain things, and you give them those parameters, but then you can get something that you like. And I think that's the beauty of it. Now, don't get me wrong, a lot of people think, AI is going to cost people their jobs. Well, those artists, in this case, who are really good, their art will fucking become that much more great. And the ones who are like, eh, it's like they're gonna have to get a different profession. They're gonna have to figure something out. And it comes with, as technology evolves, that's the way how it goes. I'm a truck driver by trade. They're trying to make it so where you can have these driverless trucks. If that happens and all that, guess what? I'm out of a job. Or it's going to be is that I am so goddamn good at what I do as a driver that they're like, we can't afford the fucking, like, we're not going to do an AI because the AI can't do certain things that you can do. So those there actually may still be truck drivers out there, but it's like, hey, um, the reason why we have this guy driving trucks because when he gets to this place, he's got to offload it him or herself, you know, and a computer can't. We don't have the technology based for a computer to do that. Yeah, the computer can drive it there and all that, but there's nothing there to where the computer can just offload itself. It's not like it gets up to the bay, the doors are automatically open, or these bays are big enough to where you can open up on the inside. Like a robot just comes up, open up the doors, and they can just do it themselves. Like no, you physically need somebody to come open the door. The driver, basically the driver's going to open up the doors. The driver's going to unload it, hit him herself, and you know. So you may still find that, and you never know. I mean, it does suck that these computer AIs, these people are pushing for the driverless trucks. They are having truck drivers actually teach the AI on what to look for, what to do, and all that. And some people are like, "Why are you working on making yourself jobless?" And I'm pretty sure what a lot of them would say what would be is, I don't have a job right now. At least this is giving me a job to do right now until, well, this computer takes over, and then I'm back to having no job. They would probably say, hey, this job is better than nothing. And that's probably true. Oh shit, I'm getting. Oh, well, that kind of sucks. So, because at first I was just like, yeah, why are you working, dude, to make yourself jobless? But then I thought about it afterwards, and I was like, one sec. Oh, sorry about that. I took a breath and then it didn't work out well. Came breathless. Anyways, you know, they're probably having these drivers who are doing the jobs, probably didn't have to, probably lost their jobs, and are like, well, this is what I'm good at doing, and yeah, in the long run, this is going to cost me a job, but they're probably at the end of their career, so like, hey, I just need like a few more years, and this job will help bridge that divide, and then I'll be good, or they're in the process of learning a different skill and all that. And yeah, so probably if they ever get these uh, driverless trucks and cars going, yeah, I'm going to have to have a different skill, and that's just the way it is. It sucks, but hey, you gotta adapt, and if you don't adapt and overcome, you're just going to be left by the side of the road. Well, everyone else who did adjust, who did, like, hey, it sucks, because I'm going to be 41, you know, next month, and it's just like, do I really want to be switching careers? No, but it is what it is, and it'd be cool if, like, I can make a career off of playing video games. That actually be pretty awesome. But I mean, you gotta be making entertaining, content and shit like that. And some people are good at it. I'm not really all that entertaining, to be very honest. Especially when you're talking about, a lot of people are probably watching this because they want to hear like your political opinion or this or opinion about this or opinion about that. When you talk about people like who go and watch, like, do I watch Racer Fist because he's playing a video game, or am I watching because of what he's going to get asked and he's going to talk about? Yeah, I'm actually watching because I want to know his opinions on things. So, give me one sec. So, but yeah. So, anyways, like I'll give you an example. Like Razor Fist was doing a live stream. You can see where, he's playing a video game, but he's doing super chats and and Terangel is, it's like, well, here's a super chat and people are asking questions and all that. Most people are watching because they want to know his opinion about something. This is where they can ask questions, all this. Do you think most people are watching because he's playing a video game? No. He's just happening. He's playing the video game, and it's fun. But the main part is that he's answering people's questions. That's what people are. I'm using him as an example. You know, I don't even pay attention to what game he's playing. Now, don't get me wrong. I've picked up a couple games because that he's played. MechWarrior 5, I got because I saw him playing. I thought, I was looking, I saw it as kind of like a preview. I was like, oh, hey, that's cool. And then he did another one where it was called Wasteland 2. I was like, oh, that looks really cool. I want to get that. And BattleTech, that was the other one. I got those three particular games because I saw it on his stream, or I never would have gotten them. Now he's big into MechWarrior in the BattleTech era. That's it's something I've always liked. But anyway, but I don't watch his streams because he's playing a video game. Because I'm curious, what people are asking, what he's talking about. That's why I watch his streams. But even then, I won't even sit there and watch his watch the full stream. Sometimes I might watch for an hour, maybe two. Like I think I watched it for like an hour last night. Very few people who make content do I actually watch their entire stuff. I think there's only one person right now who I will watch her content from beginning to end. You know, and that's about it. But that's because I'm part of that community, and what she's doing is very important, and it is still entertaining. It's entertaining to see that that we're all probably gonna be fucked here in about 10, 15 years, but c'est la vie, as the French would say. You know, and but yeah, most other content creators like short form stuff. Yeah, that'll keep me entertained. Even when I watch like Friday Night Tights, I don't watch the entire stream. It's you know I may watch like a half hour to 45 minutes, and I'm off to go do something else. I mean like Tinpool did. When he does his streams, I'll watch it for like 20 minutes. Well, of course, I'm looking to see if he's gonna say something stupid at this point, because always entertaining, always seem bright, but now there's certain things he's just like, dude, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, or your opinion is fucking way off. Hence why it's just an opinion. But hey, a lot of people like that. And that's not to put him down. I think he's done a lot of good things. Wait, hold on. Oh, yeah, it spawned right behind me. Thank God I saw the screen shake. So, I said there's only one. I'll watch her content from beginning to the end. Even sometimes she'll do some content, which I'm like, it's not really my thing. Every once in a while she's doing, where I'm just like, it just does not have my attention. I may watch it for 20 minutes. I might say hi to some people in the chat, because I do mod her channel, along with like a lot of other people that she trusts. But every once in a while, and I'm talking about like when the moon is figuratively, speaking, when there's a blue moon, or is it, yeah, whatever, however the saying goes. But mostly it's just yeah. But generally it's like short content. Like I like watching I think if I remember correctly, the channel's called Dead Meat, and they do a very specific thing where it's called the kill count. I like watching that. Usually their videos are like 30 minutes or less, and they're reviewing horror movies, and see how many people were killed. They don't count animals. They have a certain criteria. But very entertaining. I encourage everybody to go check it out. I mean, they do other stuff, but it doesn't really catch my eye. But there's sometimes where there's shows where I'll watch them a lot, but I gotta watch them in bunches, just with the way how they have everything set up. But I mean, it is what it is. Let's see how much further I got. Oh, cool. Come over here, you. This is gonna be the last one. Well, actually, I'm gonna like, this should be the end of the should be the end of the regime. It should be this one or next kill. Finish out this page, and then I can go on to something else, because then I'll be level 72, and the experience will be kind of dried up at this point. Where it's the balance of experience versus time. It's great if you go through these like every 15-20 seconds, and you get like 2,000 experience a pop, but unfortunately it doesn't work like that. Let's see. Yep, yeah, there, yeah, it was, the training regimen was done. Cool, because now I'm level 72. All right. Alright, well, this is going to be the end of the stream. I'm going to call it there, but hey, I've been going on for about 2.5 hours. That's pretty good for a first stream back, and I haven't streamed in over what, a week or something. So, but hey, speaking about like other channels and all that, like I said, I short content really kind of gets my when it's something really short and interesting. Um, I do like other content creators like Metatron. Uh, oh, stupid cats are getting into something. I'm gonna have to go yell at them. But yeah, I mean, I enjoy those. That kind of content is short and it's to the point. Really makes a lot of sense. You know, but I mean, like I said, very few long content actually keeps my attention the whole time. So, and sometimes I just kind of think it's like, I'm just saying, do people want like short and to the point? Do they want longer content? Do they? And it goes back and forth. Actually, I've been remissing on trying to make more videos to where it's just like, hey, here's like some quick ways to make gill and some steady gill and all that, but it's very based on my server. And some people may be like, but if they have those options on their server, hey, cool, awesome. But anyways, hey, enough with that. Hey, if you all like this stream, hey, like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Hey, I always enjoy when people come out and watch the content. I do stream on. One day I will fucking figure out how to put this on Rumble. I mean, I think I know how to. Every time I think about it, I fucking forget. Sue me. Not fit actually sue me, but it's just the thing. Is I did update my schedule to show that I'm just streaming on the weekends now. I finally fucking decided to do that. Go me. Uh, I will be back tomorrow at some point. Uh, Probably late morning, and we're gonna be doing Resident Evil 2. So with that, I'll catch you all later, and you enjoy the rest of this day. I mean, where I'm at, it's beautiful, and I do really gotta go because